met the president on a number of occasions in small meetings, breakfast meetings, but this is the first, I should say, direct meeting with him, almost 1.5 hours, to deliberate on bilateral issues, regional issues, and I, of course, am delighted and thanked him for giving that recognition, because after all he has met opposition leaders in Australia, New Zealand and other countries, and he represents a democratic country. Many of our leaders met Aung San Suu Kyi when she was on the opposition. I don't think it's something peculiar only to UMNO PN. They think it is a crime for anybody to meet elected personnel, because as I told the president, an MP can also be barred from entering a state in Malaysia. That sounds ludicrous to many people, but that's a reality. So I used the opportunity, of course, when asked, then presented the petition in court for his consideration, at least his understanding, and evidence of massive fraud, rigging, no access to the media at all during the entire campaign, electoral rolls never clearly verified by the opposition. Indelible ink was a blatant lie. It was not in the case in the first instance, deliberately done. And the presence of foreigners. And I also caution, yes, there are also a number of Indonesians that we believe were given the voting rights. And it's quite transparent. What I have said to him is what I said then following day to the Indonesian media. I then proceeded to Jakarta and met Yusuf Kala, the former deputy president, who admitted that he has been engaging both myself and Datuk Seri Najib. And I then clarified to him to say that it's not a question of my not wanting to proceed with any attempt to maintain peace in the spirit of reconciliation. But I had to remind him that what was agreed was the following. Number one, ethical conduct of the campaign. This is prior to nominations. What was agreed by Datuk Seri Najib and Anwar is, number one, ethical conduct of the campaign, which means no personal slander, no fitna in the media, access to all parties in the media. Number two, free and fair elections. And I told Pak Yusuf Kala, electoral roll not clear, a lot of questions relating to early voters, 500,000 voting with no verification, no monitoring. Okay, so this was agreed. Fair and free elections. Number three, in the predicated upon the two earlier issues, number three, then we say there must be a smooth transition so that both parties accept the results. And number four, there must be a spirit of unity, in the sense that must be reconciliation, no malice, no witch hunt on the part of the ruling party. Okay. Now, I mentioned to Pak Yusuf, was there ethical conduct of the campaign or access to the media? No. Were the elections free and fair? No. In fact, we have seen the worst rigging and fraud in the history of this country. So I then proceeded to present my case to the Indonesian media, because they were, of course, a bit aware. But I also maintain that if there was a keenness on any part of anyone, including Datuk Seri Najib, to meet, we don't need to meet in Jakarta quietly or secretly. We can meet in a transparent manner in Parliament or his office, and Pakatan Rakyat can be invited. Then we can go with Tuk Guru Hadi Awang and Kit Siang, and we meet and discuss. What is the problem? Why must we meet in London or New York or Jakarta for that matter? I don't mind visiting Jakarta, but I don't think we have secret meetings. Okay, it's an insider story, which I don't know where they pick it from, but there was no basis to that story. Because by the time I arrived, Zahid was not there. There was no communications with Zahid, no direct communication. But I know that Najib was in communication with Pak Yusof Kala. Pak Yusof Kala invited me for dinner. I was not able to attend the dinner, so I went to see him after dinner. And well, then he conveyed some views, and I listened, and I reminded him about the issue of mass rigging and fraud in the last elections. No, we have decided that no, Pakatan Rakyat. I don't know, because there was no basis to, again, the story that there was going to be a boycott. What we said, we will not attend the briefing, this is Mani Pakatan Rakyat, that we will go on a very strict procedural issue. We have nominated a speaker. I mean, I can't boycott when we nominate a speaker. The speaker is Datuk Kadir Sulaiman, ex-Federal Court judge, deemed to be more independent. We don't want this parliament to be treated like a rubber stamp. We don't want the speaker to represent UMNO in the seat. So therefore, we need, an understanding, a speaker that is a man or woman of integrity and fiercely independent. And therefore, we have submitted Datuk Kadir Sulaiman, ex-Federal Court judge, and I believe in the spirit of parliamentary democracy, we need to be consulted. You know, in the true tradition of parliamentary democracy, there must be consultation, because we have submitted the name, and they cannot just bulldoze by sheer numbers people that have been proven to be clearly impartial. I think it's either naive or blatantly ignorant of the law and the procedures of parliamentary democracy. And that is why he was appointed as information chief of UMNO. They also challenged the decision. Petitions were submitted. Then, what is the position? Then UMNO should not attend parliament. I mean, these are petty, pedestrian talk by the UMNO chief, and then want me to engage, so I beg to differ. I'm not going to engage. Thank you. Yeah, if they are fit, medically fit to attend, they will be able to swear in. Of course, we dispute with the speaker's assertion, with the law is very clear. You can swear in on the first day. You have 6 months time frame to swear in at your own accord. But you can't, if you want to participate, you have to swear in the first day, because then you have to participate the following day, particularly during the opening session by Tuanku Agong. I'm no longer a member of UMNO. I'm a Democrat. I'm a Democrat. Even when I was in UMNO, this was just pushed through by Mahathir. Many of us did not agree, but that was meant for me, because then so no possibility of me challenging the presidency at that time. Okay, that was why the decision was made. So I think if Najib wants to do it to preclude the possibility of Muhyiddin from contesting, then he will have it. But that's the position UMNO should take. But my view, even those days, it was just construed to any possibility of a challenge, which is certainly not in a democratic spirit. Notwithstanding whoever the personality is, a party that claims to be democracy or fulfilling the pledges of democratic spirit must allow for open contest. I mean, they must allow people may choose not to. I mean, there is the the decision of the party, but you cannot bar. You cannot say you cannot or you should not.